Salute. Man, hey, as we all know, it was a big announcement with Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson, scheduled an exhibition match with none other than the great Roy Jones Jr. And it got everybody talking, everybody excited, man. So, I was pretty much done with YouTube today. I was gonna go ahead and relax and chill. And I see Antonio Tarver. And Antonio Tarver said, look, man, both of those guys is ducking. He says, Mike Tyson is ducking Evander the Real Deal Holyfield. Then he says, if Mike Tyson knocks out Roy Jones Jr., it won't be the first time. Got any more excuses, Roy? He says, Roy Jones Jr. is ducking work from himself. And I really, if I wouldn't have clicked on that video, it would have never entered my mind to think of it from that point of view. But I still don't. I mean, it's just, you know what? Hey, man, to each is his own, man. I feel like Mike Tyson and Roy Jones kind of got unfinished business. We all know that, back in the day, people were kind of asking for that fight. It was kind of like a fantasy fight for back in the day, because Roy Jones was, teasing about going up to heavyweight. And he actually went up to heavyweight, but he fought John Ruiz. And to some people, John Ruiz wasn't a real threat in the heavyweight division. Who did John Ruiz fight and get his championship from? Was it Evander Holyfield? That don't even sound right. I gotta double check and see. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm terrible with remembering names and dates and all that type of stuff. But I remember the fight between Roy Jones versus John Ruiz, because Roy Jones bulked up to like 190 something, and was a beast. And he gave Ruiz the business, just outboxed him. But John Ruiz was a legit heavyweight. But John Ruiz wasn't like a real big guy. He outweighed Roy. I think when Roy fought him, he was like 190, and John Ruiz was probably somewhere like, 220, something like that. But he wasn't a real big heavyweight. He was a herky, jerky, awkward heavyweight. You know what I mean? And as far as his size, man, his size is kind of just how I'm thinking of it now. His size was more like kind of like Alexander Usyk kind of size. Like, he could pass for a heavyweight when he kind of puts on that size. Naturally, he just wasn't a big dude, but he was a heavyweight. You know what I mean? But anyways, I don't know. That just kind of caught my attention. I wanted to just see what everybody else's opinion of that was. Antonio Tarver, man, he's never lost for words. He always felt like he was slighted by the boxing business, even though he had a great career. He did some a movie with Sylvester Stallone. He beat Roy Jones. He was the first person to knock out Roy Jones. And I don't know. I guess he felt like he never got his fair shake. But he said that's about boxing purists. The boxing purists never gave him his fair shake. But I always respected his talent. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot when you beat a guy like Roy Jones the way he did, and whoever saw that never is going to forget that. But at the same time, it might put yourself in a position where you just will always be villainized as that person that beat Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones was was like everybody's hero in boxing back in the day. You know what I mean? It's like you came and you knocked out, you know, that's like when Superman got killed, you know what I'm saying, by Judgment Day, you know. Yeah, man. Anyways, not gonna hold you. Just saw that video just now. Just watched that video just now, and Antonio Tarver was like, man, Evander Holyfield was in shape. He was ready to give Mike Tyson that business, and Mike Tyson ducked. We all know that Evander Holyfield had Mike Tyson's number, and we all know that I had Roy Jones' number. So I got my name in the hat, in the pool, and why they ain't giving me no shine and no respect? Why is Mike Tyson fighting Roy Jones and not fighting Evander Holyfield? Which I thought that was going to be the original fight. And then he's like, why is Roy Jones, you know what I'm saying, trying to fight Mike Tyson? Why he ain't fighting me? We all know that, you know what I'm saying, I have his number. So it's just interesting to see everybody has a different point of view. Everybody has an opinion, and everybody is entitled to their opinion. And I try to respect everybody's opinion, because I would have never even thought of it that way. You know what I'm saying? And now that I do, it just puts a smile on my face. But then you just keep it moving, because at the end of the day, I can't. It's just a fantasy fight. I can't wait to see Mike Tyson get in the ring, period, against anybody. Just the more I think about it, the more it's like, just to see Mike Tyson get in the ring, just the ring walk. If he do the old school ring walk with just the towel, with the cutout hole, with the towel, with the shorts, with the black shoes, with no socks, just to see that in it of itself is going to be dope. And then to see Roy Jones, who is always, Roy Jones was like one of the first, from my generation, was one of the first great showmen. I mean, he would play basketball. He would do a whole game of basketball before he would go to a fight. You know what I'm saying? He would be the first one to come out with the tuxedos, and he would be the first one to come out and be dancing whatever the current latest trend in music was. So to see Roy Jones come out and do a ring walk is going to be dope. But you know, we'll see how this all plays out. It's just funny, like I said, everybody has a different point of view, and I was not thinking of Antonio Tarver's point of view. I wonder what Evander Holyfield's point of view is. I know Evander Holyfield is a very, very respectful person, and I don't think he's going to come off the same energy as Tarver did, but, you know what I'm saying, steel sharpens steel. If Tarver would have just been like, oh yeah, that's a great fight, and I mean, that's what everybody's saying. I want to hear different opinions. I'm out. Salute. Peace.